What does this guy,
Whatever you want to tell me.
this girl, and this other guy have in common? Probably just one thing.
Hi, I'm Claire O'Connor and I'm vegan.
I'm Tim Reynolds and I'm vegan.
Hey, I'm Pradeep and I'm a vegan. This is delicious.
I don't even know what a vegan is.
A vegan excludes meat, eggs, dairy products, and all other animal-derived ingredients from their diet. And for those who know, I wondered, what do they think?
I think vegans have a very good point, especially from a political perspective of trying to look out for the welfare of animals, even though I don't particularly share that belief.
I think it's kind of a pain to be a vegan. You gotta watch where you eat, where you can go, what your food's being fried in if it is. But good for them if they can do it.
What I think about vegans is that they probably have a hard time finding places to eat, like restaurants and stuff like that, because I know a lot of places cater to vegetarians and not necessarily vegans.
And they shouldn't be criticized for it or judged about it. Just let them do their own thing because it doesn't hurt anybody else.
I guess it's a good thing because they're considering all life forms and not like and do not believe in killing or whatever. But I mean, that's not my personal choice.
When I interviewed people on the street, I was pleasantly surprised to find that most of them had a positive view on vegans. So I decided to take a closer look into what vegans really eat and why they chose this as their lifestyle.
What's your favorite food?
Definitely hummus.
What?
It's kind of like a cracker spread.
Favorite food is a really good dish of pad thai or a falafel.
What's in it?
In falafel?
Yeah.
Chickpeas ground up with different seasonings and they're deep fried.
Even though people seem to have a nice view of vegans off the street, when I asked the vegans how people reacted, they seemed to have a different opinion.
Usually people are like, why? I don't know, usually when I like explain like the type of food I eat and say that you could basically get the same like nutrients that you get when you eat like vegetables instead of meat, they're like, well, why don't you just eat something that tastes better instead of eating just like fruits and vegetables? I think I'm crazy. But anyone that's watching this, stop asking people that are vegan where they get their protein from, because we get it. Don't worry.
Vegans get enough protein by consuming legumes, nuts, beans, tofu, peanut butter, grains, lentils, hummus, broccoli, oatmeal, rice, kale, and soy foods, just to name a few. Another health concern people have is how vegans get enough calcium. Calcium needs can easily be met by consuming kale, broccoli, collard greens, and soy milk. These foods may sound familiar because many high calcium foods vegans eat are also conveniently high in protein. Not only can you get the nutrients you need as a vegan, there's also lots of health benefits.
You know, obviously vegans have like lower risk of heart disease, cancer, and diabetes, and you know, obesity and things like that.
In fact, the reason these two became vegan was because of the health benefits.
You feel a big difference when you change like from eating meat to like not having any dairy or eggs or chicken. You just feel better and you notice like you have more energy. I used to think like, oh, I can never not eat meat, and now not eating meat isn't that hard as I thought.
People seem to wonder, what do vegans even eat?
In the morning I'll have like a banana, and then I'll have some type of like whole wheat cereal with rice milk or almond milk. For lunch, what do I have for lunch? Usually like some type of pita stuffed with like vegetables and like sprouts, cucumbers, tomatoes. I usually put hummus like inside the pita. And for dinner, it kind of varies.
What's it about now?
I definitely like I find myself like more and more I care more about animals and animal rights. Like from the beginning I cared about animals, but I was like, oh well, you know, it's like a healthy alternative and stuff like that. But as you get more into it,
being vegan can be really great for your health, but I'm vegan for a different reason. This video is too short to show all of the horrors of factory farms, so I decided to just pick one, chickens, because they are the most consumed meat in the US, with 8.76 billion chickens eaten per year.
Ready for slaughter, gangs of catchers descend on the sheds. They grab several birds in each hand. Then they stuff them into crates, ready for the journey to slaughter. Many birds suffer dislocated hips during a moving line then takes them to the electrified water bath to be stunned. From there, it's onto the automatic neck cutter. Due to inefficient stunning or failure to cut the correct blood vessels, some chickens regain consciousness as they bleed to death. Some are still alive as they are plunged into the scalding tank designed to loosen feathers prior to plucking. Finally, the birds are whisked through a series of processes from which they emerge ready for the supermarket shelf.